So, coach, 3-1 last year in today's game. In your assessment, probably was not the real reflection of the game.
No, we took the fight to Cavaliers, but more, kudos to them that won the game. As Tapa likes to say, ugly win is better than. And it was a good win for them. They fought, they got their chances, they took them, and for periods of lapsing, we faltered. But we have to learn,
Mhm.
and we have to grow, and you have to. When you win, you can beat your chest, and when you lose, you have to be humble enough to say we lost.
Yeah, two goals in about in a space of 3 minutes kind of shifted the focus, the ascendancy for Cavalier. But in the second half, Vere Phoenix was a better team.
Well, we came back, but it's been a curse for us all season. Just before the halftime, right after the halftime,
Mhm.
we lapsed, and I think a lot of it has to do with the youth in the team,
Mhm.
and their maturity and
Mhm.
the lessons that they need to learn. This they need to feel this pain.
Yes.
They need to feel this pain, and once you feel this pain, they will grow from it and become better players. I remember way back when the first game Phoenix ever played was a 6-0 loss to Medellin in under 13, so many years ago. We ended up winning the U30 competition the next year. So it's how it goes. That's life.
Tactically, I'm sure that you would agree that you would have gotten it right against Cavalier because Cavalier is a transition team, and based on how you set up the team today, you kind of got the edge over them in the first half.
Well, I think that we have very, very talented youngsters.
Mm.
Sean Layton coming in, Denzel McKenzie, and people like to say, "Boy, it's my son" and all that. But I'm really proud of Kyle today. Really fought and played hard, led like a true captain, and made the important tackles and motivated his team. Unfortunately, the last game. I mean, Chucky um, played such a great game. Damian Thomas, and to have that mistake was very unfortunate for him. Our goalkeeper, a young 18-year-old goalkeeper, straight out of Manning Cup, doing so well. The future is bright for these boys, and remember, my goal is not just the Premier League, but to transition them into professional football. And I think we're looking at a lot of future stars.
Daniel Mitchell seems to be improving, getting back to his regular Daniel Mitchell self. How proud
Yes.
of are you of him?
Extremely proud. He was very good today. He's fighting. He's losing the weight. He's coming back from a very damaging knee injury after surgery, and he even came back too early actually to help the team, and all of them. I mean, when you look at him, Maggie's playing, slightly injured and doing the best that he can, and he's been made a difference in the team. You know, it's unfortunate, and congratulations to Cavaliers, you won this one, and time is the master.
Another standout performer I saw in the game was Michael Forbes. He was up and down like on the thing, like almost like as a wing back. He decided to sacrifice himself to try get these 3 points today.
Yeah, he's a wing back, but he was playing wing back because he played for the back,
Mhm.
but he was also exceptional going forward, and I really was proud of him. He did very well. He shows his qualities, class. He has a lot of size, and many strong teams are going to be looking for him for the transfer window coming up. So there's even Robinho Gordon was exceptional today. As usual, playing in 3, 4, 5 positions and giving us what we needed. So happy.
Yes, coach, you seem to be getting back in the game in the second half with that goal. But how disappointing was it to concede that third goal, though?
Well, it was tough because they were coming back and the fight was there, and Cavaliers was on the back foot. But you know what? Listen, Cavaliers are the champions, and they played like a champion today. They sustained the pressure, yeah, and they countered and waited on our mistakes, and that's what they did. I don't think there's a saying: a wise man learns from his mistakes, and a wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. And I think we're learning from our mistakes, and I'm sure that the players coming up now will also learn from those mistakes. So there's no um, there's no bad in life. It's just learning. You learn, you grow, you learn. It was great to have my college teammate, Karama Kaba, come down here and support us for this game. And, it's great. This is about the relationships that you form at this age, too. 40 years ago, we played together at Boston and we played well. And, he was a good passer for me. Scored lots of goals, believe it or not. I scored 25 goals a season. But, um, but you see, it's a learning experience and the relationships these boys will have going forward into the years. They'll remember all of this. And it's just that it's our job to make it important and powerful.
Yes, coach. For Vere to survive, they'll basically have to win all the remaining games. How you motivate the guys, how you lift them up to take on this challenge, and are you confident that you can still survive the job?
I'm confident we can survive the drop. I didn't raise these boys to be quitters, and I literally raised them. Literally. 99% of them have had them since preteens. So, we're not going to give up. It's not in our DNA. We're going to go out there and fight for every game. We'll face the hardest teams already, you know. So we just have to push through and try and get those points, you know. They say, pray for help, but I also believe that the Lord helps those who help themselves. We have to go out on that battlefield, put on the armor. A lot of people with injuries, patch them up and go out and fight. And that's what you do. And maybe God will bless us, or maybe we'll have to learn from it and grow, you know?
So how you lift the spirits in the camp now? We see the heads kind of dropping at this team. What you do to motivate them and get the fire burning in their bellies to take on the final few games.
Well, remember, the Premier League is not the beginning and end for us. We're developing players for transferring to professional clubs overseas. So this is a good learning experience for them. They won't make the same mistakes again twice. And I'm telling you, I've looked at them and these boys haven't made the same mistakes twice. They're learning from it and they're growing from it. Carlton Brown also played exceptional at centre forward when he came on. So, it's not hard to motivate players who have vision that is looking beyond the shores of Jamaica. We want to just honor the community of Vere and keep them up at least. That's the most important thing. I don't like when people put their faith in me and I let them down. I don't like that I don't sleep well at night with that. So the people of Vere, we'll do our best and we're gonna try to stay up for it.
But just in case that happen, coach, would you, based on the experience, would you envision a speedy return to the Premier League and even a stronger Vere Phoenix from there on?
Well, if you do the math, if you look at Cavalier's trajectory, they came up, they went down, they came back up, and then they won. You know, we have very, very talented players, albeit very young players. And the transitionary players, the seniors who are there, are really there to guide them and prepare the next one behind them for the next steps because they too have to go on to back to professional football. We have players who have hit a bump in the road and we're using this as an opportunity to rebuild them. And we have players who are coming up. So the players who are coming up, I'm sure, would have grown from this experience. I mean, you have players, almost half of the team, more than half of the team is coming straight out of Monaco. More than half.
So all this is just making Vere Phoenix stronger for the long run then, coach.
Yes, I believe so. I mean, in order to win, you have to learn and taste defeat, you know?
Final coach, as you rightly said, there's light at the end of the tunnel for Vere Phoenix and the project. So, what is your message towards for the fans and all the supporters?
Well, they say the true mark of a person's character is not how he behaves when things are going great, but who stands with you when things are down. You know, it has been an honor to represent the community of Vere.
Mm.
It's been an honor to work with people like Mr. Mullings. It's been an honor to work with the cousins. And it's been an honor coach this team and be a part of this team. It's been an honor to be around Lenny Hyde and to learn from him. And we've been friends for many, many years. And I'm just I'm not asking the fans. You can say whatever you want. If you want to cuss every game, that's fine. But we still love you and we appreciate being able to play for you and represent you and put on the badge on our chest.
Okay, coach, all the best going forward. Thank you.